with 56, Kilifi 47 and Garissa 31. In Garissa and Nakuru, some of the most dreaded gangs thrive, tactically operating under new identities every other day. Stephen Masango Muteti, head of research at the NCRC, says these networks are mutating faster than our systems can respond.
They are actually concealing the identity through change of modus operandi, how they operate. Also the names they use. In this country they'll use this name, in another country they'll use another name. Or even the way for instance, Mungiki, we used to know Mungiki as people who are dreaded, but now they are very well shaven, and others are in very good suits.
In Nairobi, groups like Gaza, Mungiki and Mauki Gang operate in Eastlands and Mathare, controlling transport routes and even extorting landowners.
Majorly, you hit where you can get. In Kiswahili unagonga mahali unaweza pata. So they will be concentrated in where they can hide, but again the operations will be where they can get.
In Kilifi and Kwale, gangs like Wakaliwao and Panga Boys are deeply entrenched in drug networks. In Kisumu, the notorious 42 brothers hold sway, spilling influence into neighboring counties.
Ukiangalia kama viongozi hawa wakikaa katika mikutano ya kiusalama, hawa viongozi wanakuja wanapinga kwamba sehemu hizo ambazo zinahusika katika uongozaji wa mambo ya ukosefu wa usalama na vijana, wanasema kwamba ni sehemu nzuri, hakuna lolote kinachoendelea, ilhali kama ingeweza kuwa wanaweza kukubali ama wanaweza kujadili swala hili kiuwazi, tunaweza kusaidika.
The scope is staggering. 254 out of the 309 mapped gangs operate in just 11 counties. Some, like 42 brothers, even stretch across borders, with operations traced into Uganda.
Zamani ilikuwa ukipigwa panga unapokonywa simu, unaelewa, unapokonywa pesa. Sasa wamekuja na system mpya. Sasa wanavunja maduka na kuvunja majumba kuingia ndani.
The report reveals that most gang members are young, male, jobless and disillusioned. Peer pressure, poverty, broken families and lack of education fuel this growing fire.
Most of the members of criminal gangs appear to have little support from their families. If maybe they are disadvantaged in terms of sources of livelihood, we do not have support mechanisms within the family setup.
Even worse, community complicity is high. 84% of respondents believe locals protect or normalize gang activities.
Kama ambaye kuna vijana wapo kwa mtana ambao kwa wanafanya kama kerofe hao, wanawaleta usiku, wao ndio wanafanya huo mchongo.
If the people we expect to help the security situation in the country become that rogue to engage with criminal gangs in terms of supporting them, it's a cause for worry.
In Busia and Bungoma, gangs like Jobless, 4th Battalion and G7 are active in border towns. In Machakos, groups like B13, Jeshi la Mtaa and Usiku Sako rule parts of Athi River and Matungulu. Muteti warns that without addressing the root cause, the networks won't disappear.
And this should not be left to the police, because actually the police appear to be at the tail end in the problem. They are not responsible partly for the economy, maybe for the economy. So we have, in short, we are saying, can we address the socioeconomic enablers of this problem?
The study also found that 3 out of 10 police officers admitted some of their colleagues contribute to the persistence of gangs through bribes, silence or active support.
That we are, these two entities, the local community and the law enforcement, appear to be strange bedfellows. So they are not pulling together. So we do, if this situation continues, we are not seeing the problem going away very soon.
In some cases, entire families are benefiting from gang operations, either through protection, stolen goods or drug trade.
Mama wengine wamenyangonya kipochi saa 4 mchana. Hiyo saa 4 tunajaribu kuwakimbiza, wanaingia vichochoro, wanafichwa ndani ya manyumba, tunauliza, tunaambia wameingia hapa lakini wamefichwa ndani ya nyumba.
The report doesn't hold back. It demands a bold multi-agency reset, from stricter bail conditions and youth funding to political accountability.
Kama kwanza juzi tumesikia hapa Likoni hapa watu wameua wengi sana. Kuna vikundi mbalimbali ambapo msimeundwa, na kulingana na mafikiri yangu naona hao ni wanasiasa.
Because the same gangs who here have been engaged by some politicians, when they are not well paid, they turn against the same. So I want to believe the politicians will see the sense of not supporting the gangs through maybe financing, or maybe when they are arrested through their interventions, maybe in court, giving the bond or bail.
The study urges the government to go beyond vocational training, recommending startup capital, proper youth mentorship, and deeper parental involvement.
We need actually to bring up our children in the morals of the society. Society was never meant to contribute to crime, because it cannot live. It will not be harmonious. So we want to ask parents to ensure that they know what their children are involved in first. Should you suspect your child is involved maybe in some kind of behavior which is suspicious, you need to sit the child down, get to understand what the problems are, because failure to do that, this child will look for ways. They look for ways of surviving or getting what they are lacking.
Unchecked gang penetration is indeed a threat to the stability of a country, and Haiti exemplifies this to a T. So dire is the situation in Haiti that these gangs have outmanned and outgunned the state, thereby seeking international intervention under the multinational security support mission in Haiti. 2 Kenyan police officers have been killed in this mission. With 309 gangs already mapped and rising, the question now isn't whether Kenya has a gang problem. It's whether we're ready to confront the enablers that keep it alive, because gangs don't just vanish, they evolve. David Kagina, K24 TV.